And I played Little League Baseball, and I started too. I was a starter. We only had 8 players, and you need 9, so I was able to start. And my dad was the coach, so it really worked out in my favor. But what I learned in baseball is that you can strike out 7 out of 10 times and still be considered a good player. You could be a Hall of Famer with a batting average of 300. In education, we don't have that luxury. We can't miss it with 7 out of 10 kids. We have to make it with everyone. Now, I don't know about you. In my house, I told you, I love my son, but we have one amazing child and a knucklehead. Imagine a teacher with 30 knuckleheads in her class. Imagine it. You were so happy when school got back in. I know you're looking all professional tonight, but you couldn't wait for school to get back in. Because that knucklehead in your house was getting on your nerves. And you sent that knucklehead to somebody's school to hang out with a bunch of other knuckleheads. So imagine a teacher with 30 children in their class. It's so important. They can't miss. On this diamond, the blue Wahoos, they can miss and still be successful. In education, we can't miss. So how does a teacher handle 25 to 35 students by themselves? It's impossible. You're needed. I want you to know that we're all on the same team. Everyone that can hear my voice, everyone in this community, every teacher, every school, public, private, everyone, we're all on the same team. So if the teacher doesn't succeed, we don't succeed. I want to ask you, are you doing your part? Are you a good team member? We need you. So imagine you're on first base and the goal is to get you home. So we need somebody to get in the batter's box and get an RBI. At least move you to second. We need somebody to move you to third. I'm letting you know tonight, when it comes to education, the bases are loaded and you're up to bat. Are you going to shy away from this opportunity or are you going to hit it out the park? I believe if you just try, if you're able to give money, give. If you're able to give your time, give. If you're able to read to a child, do that. But everyone is important because it takes all of us. It takes every last one of us to make it to home plate. And when the child graduates, when the child gets across that stage, everyone celebrates because we accomplished our goal. But it starts when they're young. My daughter just graduated high school this past May. It didn't start that school year when she was a senior. It started from 0 to 3. I was blessed to have parents who value education, but my mom or dad didn't graduate high school. And so statistics say if my mom or dad didn't graduate high school, I probably wouldn't graduate high school, but I just told you I have a master's degree. So for my children, going to college is like the 13th grade. It's an afterthought. I was reading to Taylor when she was in the womb. With my son, I was playing video games, and we see how that's worked out. But every child doesn't have a parent that's going to read to them when they're in the womb. That's why we need you. I'm not saying they're bad parents. They may not understand the value of literacy, the value of early brain development. That's why we need you. And so tonight I want you to imagine you have your jersey on. I want you to imagine you have your spikes on and you're hitting your spikes with the bat. I want you to imagine you're in the batter's box. And I want you to imagine the pitcher, you're looking at him in the eye and the pitcher's looking at you in the eye. And you're thinking, whatever you throw at me, I'm going to hit it out the park because I care about these children. If I asked you right now, could I borrow your cell phone? If I said, I lost my cell phone, could I borrow your cell phone just for a couple of weeks until I get another one? I would imagine you would say, buddy, I like your little speech, but no, you can't borrow my cell phone. I can help you find one, but you can't have mine. If I said to you, my car has a flat tire, can I borrow your car just for a couple of weeks? I promise I'll bring it right back. I would imagine you would say, you're pretty funny. I mean, you're not Kevin Hart, you're a little taller, but you're pretty funny. You're not getting my vehicle. Think about this. You wouldn't let me borrow your cell phone, and you won't let me borrow your vehicle. But parents let teachers borrow their children every day. I've done a lot of great things in my life. I've been blessed. I told you I wrote all those books. If you're a sports fan, I debated Stephen A. Smith on Sports Center. And according to Molly Quorum, I beat him. I was on a podcast and a guy asked me, was that the best thing you've ever done? I said, no, buddy. The best thing I've ever done is Taylor Grace. The second best thing I've ever done, and I mumbled my son's name, but I said, is Kim. But that's my best. That's my very best. And your children, if you have children, they're the best you've ever done, the best thing you've ever done. And you're giving them to strangers. Think about that. You don't even know this teacher, but every day you're dropping your child off. Your very best. Your cell phone's replaceable. Your vehicle is replaceable. You've had multiple vehicles, but my children are not replaceable. With a job that important, the education system needs our help. It's not a political thing at all. It's a relationship thing. And if we don't help, the children won't learn. BEST has an acronym. The B is we have to believe in every single student and believe in the system. The E, we have to execute. The play that's being called, if the coach calls a bunt, the coach calls a squeeze, if the coach says, let the ball pass by, we have to execute the play that's called. The S, we have to serve. We should compete to outserve one another. My business should outserve your business. My neighborhood should outserve your neighborhood. And the T, you have to trust. That Quint Studer and the Studer Institute, they're doing a great job. We have to trust that everybody's on the same page and we have one goal. And that goal is to make sure we maximize the potential in little children ages 0 to 3. If we get that right, it'll change our community. If we get that right, we will really, really win. Nothing wrong with winning baseball games, but if we win with our children, that's what we call a real win. I want to encourage you to continue doing your best. And remember, these teachers have our very best. Now, if you don't have children, my son is available. Anyone that just come find me, we'll make that happen. Give yourself another hand for being here tonight. We're so happy that you're